watching WYTV. It's another edition of News Review. I am Odunayo Adelere, and with me in the studio today I have...
Good morning, viewers all over the world. My name remains the same, Ambassador Rochimorilu, son of the prophetess, the man who resembles Wiki.
Thank you, Ambassador Rotimi, for joining me in the studio today. And thanks to our viewers for always staying tuned to WYTV on all our platforms. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And our sponsor still remains Nokpa About. Thank you for staying true to us. And also in person of Prince Dr. Noah Adeleke Oshin, who is the CEO and Chief Commander of Wisdom Nigeria Limited, who is also the producer and the director of
Nokpa About.
Thank you so much for staying through, sir. We really appreciate it. You know how we do it on this show? We bring to you news that made it to the top. So we're going to short commercial break. When we come back, we discuss on the one we feel we should discuss, and we will not be the only one talking as usual. You can also join us in the comment section as we go on. On today's newspaper, Punch newspaper, we have Naira abuse. Court grants Cubana chief priest 10 million Naira bill. Marketers excited as Dangote slashes diesel price to 1,000 Naira per litre. PDP NWC submits reports on Wike as neck meet Thursday. Repentant female Boko Haram insurgents laments lack of suitors, cry for husband. And on Vanguard newspaper we have Okwamaewu, family's chief demands detain monarch's whereabouts. Oyo invasion will wreak more havoc if, that's Yoruba Nation agitators. Kano High Court affirms Ganduje's suspension. And on the Daily Post newspaper we have Yoruba Nation agitators pretenders against Southwest interest, Omitola. UI students rejects planned 750% school fees hike. These are the news that made it to the top today. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll discuss on the one we feel we should discuss. Don't go nowhere, stay tuned, we'll be right back.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. The family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, the family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
You're welcome back from that short commercial break. That's our sponsor, Nokpa. Which of the Nokpa do you need? Like, can you please let me mention the Nokpa?
We have Nokpa bitter, we have the mixture, we have the flusher, we have the cool, likewise we have the energy, the tonic. We have the Abba mixture. I'm talking about
the powdered one.
The powdered one. So any one of your choice you can order. Just call on the numbers showing on your screen. Then yours is to order. Then ours is to deliver.
Thank you so much, sir. Now straight to business. This is saying breaking. Naira abuse, court grants Cubana chief priest 10 million Naira bill.
You see, Nigerian law at times, when you look at the way the judges are, I don't know how the judgment is being presented. You see, when you look, I believe the charges that was given to this
it's the same as Bobrisky.
It's the same as Bobrisky. Why is it that Bobrisky was sentenced to jail and in prison was sentenced to jail for 6 months without any option of?
Before you go on, sir, I feel the person that actually passed the judgment of Bobrisky was actually a woman.
Okay.
I felt Bobrisky is just being punished.
Because
of what he does.
I believe he's not the only person he's not the only person that does something like that. And the Constitution of Nigeria is not against you putting on any outdress.
The person can actually be a camouflage punishment. It will not be read in the court.
If that should be the case, but it's unfair and is on his own part. If because you wanted to punish somebody on your own perspective or your own point of view, that is not against the law. That is wickedness.
But I don't know why Bobrisky's case is why it is actually quite
because
different.
Bobrisky has not done to what this guy in question has done.
A lady, I think her name is Omisha, you're a popular
Nollywood actress.
Also charged of the case like this, and the lady was actually sentenced I think 3 months imprisonment, or she pays she pays a fine.
A fine.
Which I think the lady later
went to the prison or paid the fine.
She was given an auction. Now
Bobrisky was not given an auction, and the person that
Chief
was
Cubana priest was given an
option of bail. Why Bobrisky was not given an auction? It's quite uncalled for. You see, the judiciary system in Nigeria is not really working.
We have law, but we are not following the law.
We are not following. It was, let me come in straight. It was like, this guy in question, this Cubana chief priest, is a wealthy man.
Yes.
Which I believe he can buy the judge. That's exactly what is going on in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because when you look at some of the cases that's been treated in Nigeria, at the end of the day,
we don't treat cases like we ought to treat them. We don't treat cases according to your offenses in Nigeria. That is why you see people that they will commit an offense, they will tell you, let's go to court.
Let's go to court because they know what they are going to do.
The court is not going to pass the right verdict. The Federal High Court in Lagos on Wednesday granted businessman and socialite Pascal Okechukwu, popularly known as Cubana chief priest, 10 million naira bail with 2 shorties and lights on. So like 3 of them will pay like 30 million naira. 30
million, yes.
Earlier, the celebrity barman pleaded not guilty to tampering and abusing the naira during his trial. Cubana chief priest was arraigned before Justice Kehinde Ogunjari on 3 counts bordering on abuse of naira by allegedly spraying and tampering with the nation's currency at a social event, contrary to the provisions of the Central Bank Act of 2007. He was alleged to have sprayed the naira on February 13, 2024 at a hotel. According to what this EFCC spokesperson said yesterday, he said, and I quote, Dele Oyewale, he said, everybody that already posted on their social media platform, we know people wants to do what they want to do competition with. I can spray money.
I can spray money all this.
So all of them, they will go and check it still from the date they started posting till the date that the Constitution brought out the law that spraying money at events is a sin. So if what you posted was before the law came out, you can actually temper. You are left out. Look it. But after they check it and they see that it was after the
law came out that you started.
Everybody will prosecute them.
Can't we look it? Can't we look it at this way? Cubana chief priest, according to what you read there, said he's not guilty to the.
And Bobrisky said he was.
Bobrisky said he was guilty. Maybe that was the reason why Bobrisky was not granted bail, why Cubana chief priest was granted bail.
I feel somebody that actually believes that he or she is guilty is ready to be remorseful, and such a person should be granted
bail because he is telling telling the judge not to prolong the matter. The days of the trial will not be prolonged.
Because we all know Cubana chief priest is actually guilty.
Everybody knows he's guilty. Everybody knows he's guilty because we saw the video. You watch it yourself.
So I think
why are you not saying that? Why are you not giving Cubana chief priest an option? Why Bobrisky was not given an option? It is wickedness to mankind.
Cubana chief priest was said to have also committed the offences while dancing during a social event. He was said to have tampered with funds in the denomination of 500 naira notes issued by the CBN by spraying the same for 2 hours. In the charge marked FHC/L/246/2024, obtained by the Punch, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), alleged that sometimes in 2020 during a social event in Lagos, Cubana chief priest tampered with funds in the denomination of 500 naira issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria by spraying the same for 2 hours. But now he has been.
Where's he getting his money from?
That's
500
on social media
for 2 hours.
I want to actually calculate.
And EFCC is not coming after this guy. Where is he getting his money from?
They will tell you they actually made the money in a legit because they have one name of the company to back whatever
they are doing.
One thing in Nigeria is whether your money is legal or illegal, as far as there is a.
But why is it that they are not going after most of our politicians that sprays money in his party? Why are they not going after them? Do they believe they enjoy immunity or they consider them untouchable because they are in power?
In Nigeria, we are equal, and I want the judiciary.
The law of Nigeria don't treat us as equal gender in Nigeria. It doesn't treat us as equal in Nigeria when you look at it.
They want to go after all these social media influencers. And these are the youths that are actually coming up, trying to make ends meet.
Trying to make ends meet.
And the ones that you are supposed to prosecute,
you are not prosecuting them. Those that sat in high-ranking place, sitting down there, and not you are. In fact, you see, this country. You remember what one of the army said when he said the judiciary system is not working. That he felt that the judiciary system should be scrapped. For them to have gone into Sambisa Forest, putting all those efforts together to arrest all these bandits. At the end of the day, you see those bandits working freely in the town.
I don't want us to dwell too much on Cubana's chief priest because I know before the end of the day, EFCC might probably come out and tell us they already brought another person in custody that will be taken to court and we already know what you are going to do. I just feel Bobrisky is actually a scapegoat to whatever is happening on ground. And all these people, and one thing in Nigeria, sir, I think it's good to have money.
It's good to have money. Once you have money, you can buy the lawyer, you buy the judges. I remember one of these conferences that was held in Abuja that the Oni of Ife was called for a speech. When he now said, he turned to the EFCC chairman, he said, you said you want to go after those in power, in government by assistance. He said he's praying for you because this set of people consider themselves untouchable to the extent in which they are the ones that put you there. You now want to go and fight them. That is going to pray for you. He's going to fight. He's going to fast for you. So he prayed that God will help the guy.
Oyo invasion will wreak more havoc if that is Yoruba Nation agitator. If what?
What I'm seeing here, it was like a house that is divided from each other because
it cannot stand. It
can't stand because there are some set of people which I believe they are foiling they are foiling the agitation. When you remember, when you could recall, you know, Sunday Igboho was the one that really started this thing. If some set of people now gather themselves somewhere with what they are doing now, what are they doing? They are denting the image of some what this person is actually doing. So why is it? Who gave you that thought to just come all of a sudden that you wanted to invade the Oyo state, that you are going to start Yoruba Nation right from Ibadan there? I don't know what really came over you to the extent in which, do you know, one of the lecturer that was there said he didn't regret his action of coming out. How much would they have given to you for you to have come out to spoil your own reputation?
Do you know how many years you've been working?
That you have been working on that
reputation, and what you could just do is within the twinkling of an eye, just destroy all the records you have. Nobody's even actually saying you shouldn't go for what you want, but go for it in the rightful way. If we check it very well, 2 of the attacks now that has happened in Oyo State were during the weekends, when they see that people are no longer
in the office.
And you know, once they know where they can actually succeed is going into a radio station.
A radio station,
and once they do it, whatever thing they want. And whatever, if you do it and people in the community actually work together with you, then they've already done whatever they want to do successfully. They've taken the government away from the government's parastatal.
We are not in the military era, in the military regime where somebody where the military can just take over, come on board and announce that they have taken over the affairs of the country, that as from now, General so person is going to be in charge. Head of state is not going to work that way.
Even Yoruba Nation agitators yesterday threatened to cause small havoc if security agents refuse to release their members who hoisted their flag at the Oyo State House of Assembly. So they are giving the state condition. Recall that 21 suspected agitators and several weapons, berets, soldiers' boats, cars, charms, and other dangerous weapons were paraded by the State Police Command. The agitators, through their deputy coordinator, Victor Adewale, in a statement, also threatened President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State to bear the brunt if they fail to release arrested agitators. This is treason.
You see, one thing I want to say to the Yorubas, I see division within the Yorubas.
You are not standing on one.
You are standing. Your house is dividing against itself. Now, when you look at what happened in the East, now, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested.
They did not go back on whatever they wanted.
They did not. Though they were agitating secretly underly.
But they are still
they are still in one accord. The house was not divided against each other, believing that one day their leader will be released. Why is it that Yoruba people will just come out? You see these different kind of leaders coming together and they're dividing themselves against each other, bringing some set of party to themselves. For you know, it is uncalled for.
If you want to believe me, I think there is something different about this tribe, Yoruba tribe that we're talking about. Because right from onset, according to the history, they've been the ones that they would actually agree on one thing.
Until at the end of the day, before tomorrow, you see another set of people within their midst.
Carry it to where they want to go to. So I believe they themselves, right from the onset, their foundational structure has been placed like that. I don't know why it is like that. And if it is actually like that, they need to sit down together
and come together. Let them come together and talk together. Because united you people stand, divided you fall. Divided you fall.
You can actually break a broomstick, but when it comes together to break it will actually be difficult. But once one is standing as a stick, it can be easily broken. Going to destroy government property,
it doesn't what is, because all this property still belongs to us.
What this person said, that they won't step back unless their person is ready. And you see how the effrontery to actually talk to, we are planning against the president and the governor of your state. Let me tell you this. A round peg inside a square, it doesn't work. If you know you are bold enough, just come out straight. Let them know you are the one behind the mask. There's always a masquerade behind the mask. Let them know there's somebody that you are the person behind you. Now let me tell you this: the strength of a broomstick is in its number. Yes.
Let the Yoruba come together. You see, for you to agitate that you wanted the Yoruba nation is not by violence. There are many things that we can do together, that we can settle things amicably without violence. Violence will not end well.
These people just believe once they did not disrupt the peace of the unity community, once they did not destroy properties, they can't get what they want. I still say it, under law. I don't know about other countries. I think under law, treason is actually punishable.
Exactly.
And this person that actually talked, this Sunday or Jai or whatever his name is, they can actually locate you easily because they know who you are. And once you are thinking like this, it can be so difficult for your family.
At times, what came to my thought was that, you see, everybody was just trying to put some things out there to make name for him or her to be well recognized. They will not hear the name again. And there are songs that you can make that can still feel impact. When you look at Nelson Mandela, what was Nelson Mandela fighting for? Then he was fighting for the freedom of his country. At the end of the day, as he was there, they brought him out from the prison to become the president of that state. Why? Because his fight was right.
Something that is right. It's for justice. The last but not the least, today we have UI students reject plans 750% school fees high.
Well, what I would just say, I would just urge the federal government at this point in time is not well acceptable. It's not acceptable.
It is not acceptable.
It is not acceptable because when you look at the look of things in the country today, things are very tough, things are very high. You know how many students that have dropped from school based on their parents were unable to pay their school fees. They don't have the power to pay their school fees because most of the schools their fees has been hiked. Now you are coming out again. Why the salary is not increasing? I believe you need to work on the salary because before coming out to say okay you are going to do this, you are going to do that. I will urge the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria at least to put all hands on deck and look into this matter before the whole thing turns into chaos.
I think why they want to do this thing, I don't know if you would actually reason with me in this way. You know, it's a federal university and Federal Republic is actually putting hands on deck to make provision for students to start paying their school fees by taking
loans. Yes.
You know, once they increase it by 750%, you don't have choice but to come and
take the loan. How are they going to pay? They think how they are going to pay the loan back?
They don't want to know. All their own.
So you just come and take the loan.
You finish service, start paying
the loan.
And if you can't start paying, you go to court to sign an agreement.
Do you know how many students that pass out over 5 years that are yet to secure a job?
There are numbers.
So if those students, and when you look at this set of people that are coming out to make law, most especially what this man said, the man in Ibadan, I think Adelabu, or what is his name, Adelabu, that came out that came out, I'm sorry to have used that language, his dirty mouth, to open his dirty mouth to say because Nigeria are paying less in electricity bill, that was the reason why they could still secure freezer in their home. In fact, it's a shameful thing. I just
imagine what would have happened if such a person is actually the president.
So this, you see, there are some set of people that wanted the president's favor They bring different kind of idea to the president. If we do this, if we do that, this is what is going to happen. You don't think about the stress. You don't think about the stress that those set of people that are going to put hardship on, what they are going to go through. But what you are after is you want to make name and you want to make money into your pocket.
I think what they should always think of is we actually emerged, we came on board one day. We are going to leave this place one day, irregardless of whatever people you want to get from.
Ekeremadu spent almost 16 years in the Senate House. What happened to him now? He's here in the UK. He's there. Not even serving. You be set of people gather yourself to go to the UK to go and beg them for the release of Ekeremadu. Do you think Nigeria is like UK? Do you think Nigeria is that your UK is like Nigeria? You believe if that has been done in Nigeria, do you know Ekeremadu would have been released?
Have been working free of charge without it, and that boy would have just died just like that. All right, we've come to the end of News Review for today. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our Instagram, on our X account, on our TikTok at Wisdom Yard Online TV. I remember thank you for joining me in the studio today.
Thanks for having
me. Till we come again to your screen, be happy and be good. Bye.